Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Alan Castle. If anyone doesn't know me, what I do is I do eBay, I do OnBuy, I sell lots of stuff online. I also own a construction business and I own a rental business, as well as other things that I do as a successful entrepreneur. Now, guys, we haven't done this for a while. People love this. We've got and came across some really exciting products there recently, and we're going to find out if they're real or fake. We managed to acquire some Louis Vuitton products, and we're going to decide whether they're real or fake, and you can decide whether they're real or fake. Without stopping, let's go and have a look at the first item we bought. First item is this girl. So this girl is allegedly a Louis Vuitton case. Now, I've seen these in fakes online, and let's go and have a look at what we've purchased. I'm going to stand up because I have to, because it's a bit of a big one. It is a second-hand Louis Vuitton case. It's a bit dusty. We purchased it for a pretty reasonable price. And I'll just have a look inside here. And inside there is another Louis Vuitton bag, which I'm going to have a look at and talk about in a moment. If you want to have a look at this bag here for a second, just for a second. So I'm going to look at that in a moment. So look at inside this girl here. Now, I've already validated it already. You can decide whether you think it's real or fake. Comments down below, guys. So looking at the Louis Vuitton little thing, there's a little staining here on the leather. The stitching itself seems to be pretty good. There's a bit of white there. I can allege that's probably toothpaste. Yes, it's a bit of paste, I think. So it's been used as a travel case before. Looking inside, there's a wee suit Velcro strap. Now you can even see in the Velcro itself seems to be very good. Looking further at the back, what you want to have a look for is any Louis Vuitton stamps. So looking inside, there's some beautiful... Stop. Sorry to bother you guys, but 93% of who are watching my channel and enjoying the entertainment that I give you are not subscribed. Please like, subscribe, and click the alert button. Mechanical structures here, the way that's done. This is a 2005-2004 model of a suitcase. I went looking for any levels of verification straps or anything that tells you that it's original. I can't find any on this suitcase, but I got provenance and I know where this was bought, and it was validated by Louis Vuitton. This is an original. How you can see the original, but if you look at certain things that I've seen, the likes of the leather band around it has bits of hair coming around it. This is actually, guys, this is an original. Looking inside, there's no tags on it. There's no indication that it is Louis Vuitton, which scared me. For the sheer size of it, for the sheer scale of it, there was nothing that told me that that was a legitimate Louis Vuitton. And I went looking for something. I was looking for a tag or something that indicated that it was genuine Louis Vuitton, but it is. It genuinely is. You can see it straight away. Feel of the leather, the way it is. I mean, it's in great quality condition. On the bench, I'm probably wrecking that. The tag's still with it, but there's no serial number on it. There's no indicator that's not authentic or is authentic. You can see all the little tiny Louis Vuitton things on it. There's the Louis Vuitton padlock. There's no key with it, sadly. We've got to try and maybe get a new Louis Vuitton key, as it will be sold. The reason why this has not been used is because when this was purchased, it was purchased for carry-on luggage. Carry-on luggage, since Ryanair has taken over and EasyJet, they've made these smaller. Putting this on carry-on luggage is not allowed anymore. It's too big. This is too big a bag. So sadly, this has become null and void, and the only thing you can really use that for is traveling by car. That's all it's good for. I would see myself, and this is an original. I will see myself selling this item for in and around, I would say, used about £3,500. That's how much I will sell that for. Do I send it to eBay? Probably not. eBay have their authentication system up the left. As far as I'm concerned, they'd be scared of this. They wouldn't know how to authenticate it. I've checked I've checked to see if there's any level of authentication slips on it. There isn't. So odds are, because the authentication program hasn't seen this sort of thing before, I won't sell it. I won't sell it through eBay because I just can't trust eBay's authentication program anymore. Okay, moving on to the next one. Let's have a look at this one. This is a beautiful purse. Wee pink button, sorry. Inside, oh, well, there's a giveaway. So inside, let's have a look at the actual leather. Now, looking at the stamping, it's pretty good. And the leather work is actually not too bad. The pink on it's quite good. And the fold on it, right, so there you go. There immediately tells you that there's a problem. Now, if you look, it looks great that way. But if you do this, look what happens. One stays straight and the other one bows like so. That's an indicator that it's not genuine straight away. Even though the leather waxing on the edging is actually quite good. Now, if you look at the color differentiation between the real and the fake, that is how, let's have a look at the precise details. You can see they do match, but you can see there's a difference in the color. Do you see the color? That is more brown than that is like a light tan. So the color of the thing and the way it folds, look at the state of that. Look at the state of that there. The way that folds, that tells you that that is genuinely a fake. It feels cardboardy as well. It feels like they put a bit of cardboard behind there. It probably isn't actually. It looks like no, it's a sheet of, they put some sort of sheet, but the leather work itself seems to be good. But the way they've done that is absolutely dire. So that's a fake and they're worthless. Moving on to the next one, let's have a look at this one. So looking at this one, you can see this is a used Louis Vuitton. Now, okay, fakes normally do come across, and I've seen used fakes being sold, and I really do have to watch what I'm buying in regards to this. This is known as it's one of the first releases Louis Vuitton ever did with the hand-painted cherries on them. This has been done, this has all been done individually, I believe. It's done by an artist, and I have the dust case. There's the dust bag for it. The dust bag there. So let's just put the dust bag down. Now the dust bag itself, as you can see, normal fake dust bags are made just like a sack. But as you can see, Louis Vuitton has made this dust bag to fit the base of this. So if you look, you pull that in there, you will see that that will go nicely in there. Now the tanning of the leather has changed on it. Again, I know I have already authenticated this. Again, it's provenance from the same customer. Wear and tear is massive on this. Now, this would need to be serviced, and I would send this off to Louis Vuitton to get repaired, purely because it's done its bit, but it's a beautiful bag. This is a stunning bag. It's done by a Japanese artist. Now, I know that I've got the provenance inside. Now look at this. Why don't you have a look at this? So this was done for Louis Vuitton back in 2003. It was one of their first painted Louis Vuittons when they started doing really well. Can you find, now look at this. I've seen these on the fakes where the zip more or less looks like so. I thought that that was the reason for it to be a fake. But now I know this is an original, and I know that this one here is actually original. The tanning of the leather indicates usage. You can see the color of the leather. Comparison to the leather here, it is massively tanned, as you can see, but it is worn and it has been used quite a lot by the looks of it. Let's have a look, see if we can find any tags. Now looking inside here, if you want to have a look inside, guys, looking inside the leather, you can see that it is actual leather here in the actual bag itself. But I'm trying to look for, and I will try and do it there, just I'm poking my head in here. You can back off while I'm trying to do this. What I'm looking for is some level of authentication again. There it is. There's the authentication for that one. So there it is there. If you can see, FL0025. Now I know that this is a limited edition. I believe there was only about 500 of these made in the world. This is one of 500 Louis Vuitton, very rare items. 2003, 2004. And I did have the cards somewhere, but I can't seem to find them at the minute. Oh, there they are there. There's the cards there. And this is known as monogram cerise or cerises. by Louis Vuitton. And inside, if you look at this here, inside these little things, there it goes there. La Belle Histoire Entre. So let's go to English, because I can speak a bit of French. But so there's the guy there who made the Louis Vuitton cherry. And it talks about, it's all in French, of course, because you have to get in French. Let's have a look. So there's it known as an M95102 bucket monogram cerise. So there you go. So the great story between Marc Jacobs and the Japanese artist Takashi Murakami continues with the new line. The monogram cerise is created for the spring-summer of 2005. So that actually came in 2005. I thought it was an earlier edition, but there it is there. The latest works born from this fruitful collaboration. It was a collaboration for its originality and success. So it was sold, the first one was sold in 2003, and Marc Jacobs was involved in this. This is a Marc Jacobs Louis Vuitton. So I can see that this monogram cerise is going to be quite, and there's the wee tag. Now these are very important for the actual, what we refer to as the originality of it. So I'm going to put it back into its care. And we all know now that this is an original, but it's well worth talking about. I love this bag. I think it's a beautiful bag. I just think that was the start when I believe that Louis Vuitton started becoming a really good bag company for women's handbags. Again, this is more male, but this is just beautiful. I think that is one of the most gorgeous little bags Louis Vuitton ever produced. Now, they are doing more collaborations for artists in Paris at the minute, and it looks the way I see it. I don't know if you've seen them. Have you seen them? It's like children's drawings on them. It's done by this old lady. She's doing all these children's drawings. It looks terrible. It looks like someone at the age of 3 just scribbled on a Louis Vuitton case, and probably it will end up being quite expensive, but to me, that is quality work. That is quality work. So there it is, the monogram cerise. Let's have a look at something else here. So we found this case. This came in recently to be purchased. You can see it's actually not even opened yet. So let's open this up. I don't even know what's inside it. So Louis Vuitton, an M6067. I always worry about that Chinese stuff, but again. So looking inside, the Louis Vuitton bag looks slightly misprinted, even though it seems like a good enough dust cover. But let's look inside. Let's have a look at this. There's an assistant. There you go. It's a Monogram World Tour. It does talk about French, but I don't believe that's a good quality. I'm not sure, but maybe it's fake. I don't know. Okay, so looking at this, I'm not sure about this. Okay, so it's known as a monogram. And I'm looking at the front. Already I see an issue with the stitching here. This is not typical of a Louis Vuitton bag or a Louis Vuitton product. That's the only misstitching I see so far. The Louis Vuitton tab seems okay. Looking inside, of course, there's an indicator it's fake. These sponges. Leather seems right. You can smell the leather work. I mean, it seems to be pretty good leather work. It does come across as a AAA fake or a AAA replica, I think they refer to it as. The actual cloth behind the cards, I don't know if you can see it here. The cloth behind the cards is right. It is using the same material as a Louis Vuitton material here, behind where you put the credit cards. And the insert for the money looks good too. The stitching itself is very good. Again, I know that it's a fake purely because of the off stitch and this, but overall it feels good. It actually feels good. It doesn't feel fake. You feel that there. If you look at the actual pitting of the monogram and you pit it against this, it's very similar. Feeling that and feeling that, it's extremely similar. So they've got the feel of it right, and it feels and it smells like a real Louis Vuitton. The zip itself is that beautiful coarse zip, which they never took away with Louis Vuitton. That's a beautiful coarse zip. So to me, that is actually a real pass off for a brilliant fake. Now again, you know, I don't condone fakes, but there's a lot of people doing it now. And I came across this site, which my children told me to go on, and it's known as Haku. Well, would you believe Haku sell all fakes? And I've no idea how trading standards haven't closed Haku down. So Haku now are the behind the doors of all these things coming in. And that's probably why eBay are so nervous about all these fakes being sold. But again, eBay are now competing with an ongoing slot where they have to absolutely stand firm and strong against fakes, which I agree, because these come into the system. I don't know. I think we're getting harder to work out what is real and what is not. To me, fakes are getting better. They talked about flannels the other day. Flannels are selling fakes. Turns out they're not getting them from the suppliers. What people are doing is they're buying AAA fakes. They're going to flannels and they buy the originals. Then they get the fake and they swap them out and bring it back to a busy Saturday day. And what they do is they say, I don't want this anymore. I want to return it after buying it only a day. And they give the fake back to flannels, and flannels go, okay. And they re-tag it and relabel it and put it back out for sale. So that's what's happened, because flannel staff have not been focusing on authenticating the return, which is terrible for flannels, to be honest with you. So it's getting harder to know a real from a fake. So there it is. There's one that I would say is a real one, but it's that's a fake. Let's go to the last Louis Vuitton. This is sealed up, and the reason why it's sealed up is because once we establish that they're fake, we bag it, we label it, and we put on an actual description about that. So let's open this up and show you this fake, shall we? And we'll compare it to the real ones. Well, they couldn't have got a bigger bag, could they? Okay, so it was logged in 24. Again, is that the same number? No. So this is an M80408. You can kind of say, well, I'm not sure if that was damaged. But let's open her up and find out what this is. So there's a Chinese record inside. The card itself is supposed to be, I believe, supposed to be folded. So let's fold it for the fakers because they couldn't have been bothered doing the fold. So let's fold it for the fakers, shall we? Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Just for the reality of it. So there is it better now. We've opened this up. Oh, it's Chinese inside, fake as feck. Anyway, let's open it up and find out the Louis Vuitton. Again, I think they're the same. Nope, they're not the same color. So we can see already it's another fake. I kind of want to keep these always, even though they're fake, I kind of want to keep this. Well, that's actually a very pretty little bag. Or a pretty, not bag, cracky Mike. This is a monogram. A monogram, I would say pink and white. That's a really lovely, that's lovely. It's very pretty. I like pretty stuff, I really do. I love pretty leatherware. Again, the zip itself works really well. The zip itself works really well. Pulling the little blue tab off. Let's have a look at this. Let's pull that little blue tab off, shall we? These little blue tabs do come across like original, because I think them blue tabs come on the original too. There we go. So pulling that off. There we go. Nice Louis Vuitton. Working Louis Vuitton button. This is actually really, really nice. It's a really good stitching on it. Really good stitching on it. It feels good as well. And again, there's the sign of fakery. Boom, boom. A little textile thing. I'm going to put that in there. There's a wee dust cover and everything with it. But they've put the dust cover inside. They've not put it actually into the thing. But let's have a look. I'll take a sniff of it first. Again, really nice leather. The quality is really, really good on this one. Card's good. The stamping inside is very good. The stamping's not stamped wrong. It's very good stamping. Looking at the inners, I mean, that is a pretty good leather as well. Look at that. I'm actually really, really shocked with this one. You know, that would pass as an original. Ah! Ha ha! And there it is. You ready? Hold on. So I'll stick my wee fingernail and boom. So when you just got that back in, you bought it and this comes off. Watch. That is no longer a good fake. So there it is. That is also a fake. That was passing everything until that started coming off, which means that if I do this, oh yeah, look guys, look. That is bad. Look at this. Oh my God. Look at the leather. It's just ripping off. So you put it on the side, you scrape it, boom, there's it wrecked. So, real or fake? Fake as not worth a shit. So again, guys, just for the absolute understanding of these items, this is simply for understanding the quality difference between real or fake. I'm here to train everybody how to do it, how to look for real or fake items. You can see there is a massive difference in it. Maybe some of you are okay with it, but I'm not. There it is. That is now going where it's supposed to in the archives. This is also going in where it's supposed to, into the archives. This is for staff training and also for training on YouTube. There it is. I've done that well. And I will say to you, these are shit. So if you want to buy crap, it'll cost you, I think this stuff is about 20, 30 pounds, maybe more now on places like Haku. If you want to buy beautiful stuff, look for the originals. You can get that for a bargain. Now, I know this has gone up in value. We will probably sell that for about £7,000 once it's refurbished. Okay, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, keep watching. Bing.